Matt Keogh and Labor promised an open and accountable federal corruption commission. Labor has now thrown this promise out the window and is giving us a corruption commission that will only operate in complete secrecy. Labor did a dirty deal with the corrupt Liberal Party to protect federal members of Parliament from public scrutiny. This is a disgraceful betrayal of the Australian public by a corrupt Labor Party and a corrupt Matt Keogh. Have a look at this graph. It is the Corruption Perception Index. Notice the perception is that Australia is rapidly becoming very corrupt. Not surprising when Liberal and Labor both openly make corrupt decisions and openly lie to the public. Matt Keogh and Labor promised repeatedly to create an open and honest corruption commission before the election. What they have delivered is not what they promised. Matt Keogh and the Labor Party lied, and their only interest is to protect corrupt members of Parliament and their corrupt families. So we now have a federal parliament where both major parties cover up corruption to protect each other. Matt Keogh is a liar and helps protect criminal behavior by his colleagues in the opposition. Matt Keogh is corrupt, just another lying Labor lawyer looking after his own interests. Bet Matt Keogh and the Labor Party will have friends or relatives involved in some of the massive contracts to be awarded for the new submarines we are buying. $400 billion, and Matt Keogh has no idea what the actual cost will be. The Liberals had Peter Costello getting paid for the French submarines. Who will be on the new gravy train? Watch with interest because we can guarantee there will be Labor Party people involved in skimming money from the contracts. The $400 billion submarine purchases already stinks of corruption. The largest expenditure of money in Australia's history, and it was not bought up at the election. What has Labor got to hide? Plenty, I bet, ask Matt Keogh. It is absolutely disgraceful that a commitment of this magnitude, the largest ever in Australia's history, was carried out secretly. No discussion with the people paying for it, that is the taxpayers of Australia. We'll see corruption on a scale never seen before, because it will be all done in secret, just like the new Corruption Commission. Watch as Labor transforms from a left-leaning government to an extreme right-wing government. Labor always promises to look after working people, but the moment they are in power they look after their rich mates. Wait and see, happens every time. Bill Shorten and all his billionaire mates do not care about working Australians. He is a fraud and a liar. Everyone is aware that the Liberal Party is, and was corrupt. We saw billions siphoned off to mates of the Liberal government. Labor is no different, and now they have access to the money they will do the same, it is in their DNA. Bet they are lining up all their friends and relatives for jobs and positions on boards that will get large contracts from Labor. It is corruption at the highest level, and Australians have been betrayed by the Labor Party, who promised an open corruption commission, but have delivered a secretive controlled commission that will actually protect corruption. Well done Matt Keogh and the Labor Party. Voting for people like Matt Keogh, who was parachuted into Burt by corrupt Labor lawyers, over the wishes of local members of the Labor Party, will never deliver anything to the electorate of Burt. Matt Keogh and his family work for Labor Party, their loyalty is to the Labor Party, not the electorate of Burt. Matt Keogh openly lies to his electorate. Do not vote for a person who does nothing for Burt, but does a lot for the Labor Party, and the personal interests and career of Matt Keogh.